All right, Dave, thank you. Police officers take an oath to keep people safe, but who's there to keep them safe?
As we continue to honor National Police Week, we want to bring in our Kenny Beck to tell us more about a new initiative there at the High Point Police Department.
Kenny, what's going on there?
Well, Christine and Devontae, about 2 months ago or so, the HPPD hired someone whose job is to improve the physical and mental health of all of its employees. That's a big goal, but the chief believes it'll be well worth it.
You're going to tuck the back toes, release the glutes forward, and then you're going to press with your exhale.
This could be any workout class at any gym in the country. But this one is happening inside the High Point Police Department. All the people taking it are recruits, sworn officers, or civilian employees. The person leading it is a former college soccer player with a master's in exercise physiology.
Did you ever imagine you would end up working for a police department?
I did not.
Skylar Byerly hasn't even been with the HPPD for 2 months yet. She is the department's first ever police wellness coordinator. Her job essentially is to help everyone who works here get more physically and mentally healthy.
I really want it to encompass and embody what everyone else wants and needs.
When she's not leading classes, she's working on an app where police staff can track their nutrition and workout progress, watch videos demonstrating proper technique, and ask questions.
Dialing in and having a routine with physical wellness is one of the keys to having a healthy mental health. And so I did intentionally start with that approach first to build this out because of the many, many benefits that it can offer.
Another part of her job is to direct officers to the appropriate mental health resources. That's where the FMRT group in Winston-Salem comes in. CEO and managing member Elizabeth Morris says they serve about 700 agencies across the country, mainly first responders with psychological and medical services. Specifically with High Point, they have a mandatory but confidential hour-long session each year with a psychologist.
We want to protect our protectors. They are in high stress and high stakes situations on a daily basis, and they deserve the opportunity to share and feel those emotions because they're human, just like we are. I don't think that most people really understand that they are in that hypervigilance on a daily basis.
Officer David Needham is a 15-year veteran of the force. He's already had his first mental health evaluation through the FMRT group.
Did you find it helpful?
Yes, to be able to sit down and talk to someone and you know, even if you don't have big, deep, dark secrets and things that keep you up at night, just getting to check in with someone. If you keep things bottled up, if you just keep things inside, you never process it, you never deal with it. You never come to any kind of resolution, so it never goes away.
Police Chief Curtis Cheeks first pushed for these mental wellness appointments to be part of their annual physicals a couple of years ago, back when he was assistant chief. Now that he's in charge, he believes this big picture approach to health will help with recruitment, retention, and morale. He's excited about where things are and where they're headed.
The reception, the feedback has been very positive, which to me is an indication that, you know, one, our folks want it, and two, we needed it. I definitely think it's having a positive impact on the lives of the people here.
I'm excited. I really do think we're going to make this something special and hopefully something that we can share with other departments.
The chief says he's already heard from people at other law enforcement agencies who are curious about what they're up to and how they might be able to do something similar at their shop. Another goal they have in the short term at High Point is to improve snack options inside the building, especially for people who work third shift.